What is density and why is it so important to us?
Those are today's questions that our Candace Monticelli is going to answer with her weather experiment. Good morning, Candace.
Good morning. We will learn all about density today, and it's in a very similar way of how we learned about buoyancy last week with whether or not an orange would float or sink. So today we're going to learn about whether or not an egg will float or sink in certain types of water. So here's a list of what you need to get started to learn along with us today. First, 2 eggs, 2 clear glasses, salt, and water. So you want to fill up both glasses about 3/4 of the way, really almost full of water. Now I've already done this, but you want to add 5 to 6 tablespoons of salt. So we'll add another little bit here just for good measure. But you want to add that 5 to 6 tablespoons of salt to your 1 glass and mix it together. So now your other glass is just pure normal tap water. Take your 2 eggs right out of the fridge and now slowly drop them in these glasses of water and watch what happens. 1 egg sinks and 1 egg floats. And it all has to do with that density. So what's happening is the egg that's sinking in the regular tap water, the density of the water is less than the density of the egg. So that's why it is sinking. Now, when you add salt to the water, the egg floats clearly. This is because you are making the water's density more dense than the egg, causing the egg to float. So that density change just by simply adding salt takes it from sinking to floating. And density, this is described by the amount of matter in an object. So it's that volume in relationship to matter. That's how we get density worked out. So if you get a heavy and compact object, it has a higher density. And density plays a big role in our weather, much more than just sinking or floating of an orange or an egg. But density plays into temperatures as well. So the higher the temperature, the less dense it is. So those temperature changes, that helps to cause our wind, and those temperature changes help to cause the difference between our high and low pressure that we hear about all the time. Remember, high pressure gives us sun, typically, and low pressure gives us more of stormy changes. So those density, those temperature changes between them has a lot to do with what we see for our weather here in West Michigan. So real simple experiment today. Try it out at home. If you do so with the family, send me your pictures. I love seeing those of the kids learning during this time at home. And there's a full list of instructions on fox17online.com.